They're gonna come out from there, and then I'll come over here. Come over here. Watch. Nina, right there. Nina, right there. Meow. Meow. There's Veronica. That's the building cat. Yeah, here they come. Here comes Nina. Nina, right there. Here comes right there.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
Okay, we're feeding the cats, the homeless cats that we have here. Here's one. What's her name?
That's Veronica.
Veronica.
That's the building cat.
Building cat.
She's very territorial.
Hello. Good girl.
She's going to get upset, but they don't come to you. She don't know you. Now we give you a death jab.
Okay, so what's that one's name on the left?
That's Eartha for Eartha Kit. She showed up about 5 months ago.
Eartha.
And this is Nina for Nina Simone. She's been here about a year.
Hey, Nina.
They're two females. They've both been fixed. Anybody want two sisters that are well behaved? They were house cats. Somebody threw them out. Somebody threw them out, so they're available for adoption. I was delivered. They took both of them, non-smoker.
Can you believe someone would
Somebody
do that?
with a good.
But hey, how long have you known these two cats?
Well, Eartha's been here about 5 months.
This one doesn't have a clipped ear. It usually
No,
signifies
Well,
fixed.
she was operated on, but they didn't clip the ear. Her, they clipped it a little too much, but you know, at least she won't have the kittens and they run in the street and get run over.
These are the only ones you have out here?
No, at nighttime there's about 5 more that come.
Well, that's it. Yeah, man.
So
There's a lot of.
At one, and it just goes from there. You got a skinny one come up to you. What are you going to say? Get out of here.
How do you think they do in wintertime? Cats, homeless cats.
Well, they got that shelter over there, but one day they're going to remove it. And they also follow this path down here. They go up on that building, and there's private homes behind there. And to the right,
They can get up on the building?
Yeah, they climb the fence.
Really?
On the right. And then they go up and over somewhere. There's private houses, backyards, some shelter with trees. And then around the school building here, in the front there's some shrubs and trees and little indents in the building. Veronica's she's lucky, she's inside the building, but she won't let anybody else in there. That's the building cat. So you see they give them, there's so many after a while.
I know, it's a tragedy, really. Well, that's why I'm asking how well they do in the winter, because that's the biggest hurdle, actually.
Well, the worst thing is when the snow comes, I got a shovel, but they hide in those little holes in the bottom. I shovel up.
How long has that been here, that dumpster?
That's been here.
Well, not dumpster.
About, it doesn't get filled up. I don't know what it's doing there. It's about 2 years. And I get concerned when they remove it if they're going to get squashed or something.
Oh, they'll run right out. As soon as
I
they
hope
hear
so.
What if a truck pulls in there? They probably take off.
I hope so. But I'm trying to, hopefully, these two
You
would
should look in the back to see if they can get out in the
Well,
back.
they could. I did. They
Oh,
goes all the way to the
that's
back.
good. Then they're fine.
We're
We're talking about that over there. That what do you call it again?
It's like a dumpster, some kind of, I don't know what it's used for.
A cargo,
Yeah.
something or other.
But
So what's the significance of what you're doing here? I mean, just besides human concern for our fellow creatures.
Well, that's what it is. Everything's connected. They really they keep the rats away from the building because I've seen people have seen rats climb the side of the building. They knocked down McDonald's, fortunately, and a lot of rats came. And lately they've been learning to get them. I feel bad about it. Once I even found a wounded one, I put it in the gardens. It was a mouse I found. It was still alive. But they don't eat them, but they seem to protect this area from the rats and the mice.
Okay, right. Oh, yeah, right.
But, you know, in the
Well, no,
Bible-
I was talking about spiritual significance, not
Well, in the Bible
uh,
it says a sparrow don't fall, he don't know about. So you're not going to write the zebras and the cats and the elephants. You can, remember I said you can't put all the books. If you talk about God and what it's all about, you can't put all the books on the earth. So if a sparrow falls he don't know about, he knows about cats too. He made them. So it's just my little part under my nose that I could do something to see that they're doing much better. When I first encountered them, they were skinny.
Oh
know,
yeah, they're looking great.
and they were frightened. And
Are you
now,
going to be able to adopt them? You think?
well, I hope if somebody sees this, if they want them, they get in touch with you. It'd be ideal to get the both of them. I guarantee you, they're gentle. They get along together. They've been fixed. They're sweet as cats. They were house cats. Somebody threw them out. I don't know who. But
Can you imagine?
you know, sometimes, like with me, I got my first cat.
Well, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to awaken people to their consciousness, so that they realize that what the actions they do are not, are correct.
Yeah. Well,
And that's one of the things to do is abandoning cats and thinking they're just going to survive out. It's just a little unconscious.
Yeah. Well,
Especially if they're house cats.
Most people eat animals, so they're not going to think much about throwing one outside the house. But the thing is, it's like when we got one 7 years ago, it was a male, and a year and a half later I got a female to keep him company. And then about a year and a half ago, there was a cat in the basement that Veronica was chasing, and I got her upstairs, we got her fixed, and then after a couple of weeks, somebody was going to put her up for adoption, but we kept her because she was climbing on my chest doing the Sphinx pose, and we got her. But that's three. Three's the limit for me. But basically what I'm saying is I know cats now, and I know these two would be a perfect couple to be companions to each other. They're clean. They're when somebody sees this and gets them, and I'll deliver them.
But it has to be within a distance of what is the Bronx, right?
Yeah, Bronx.
Can't be too far. Well, you could always take a train.
I could always go to Manhattan or something, but preferably somebody spiritually minded. Somebody who don't eat animal. Well, that might be going too far for most people, but definitely not be a smoker.
Just cat lovers.
Yeah, people that
animal
really
lovers.
Give me the time and the love. So Veronica's waiting for her food. So,
Oh, you feed the house cat too?
Oh yeah. I've been feeding her for about 5 years now. Come on, Erta. Come on, Nina. There you go. And I'll hold you till we come back tonight. And then Veronica, she's way by. She's getting more friendly lately. I saw her over by where they stay, and so I think she's realizing. She sees me pet them, and then I go over and pet her. And I think she's getting a little more sociable, Veronica. Come on, you sweetie. Huh? Good girl. And this is where she stays in here, I'll show you. This is her place. Hello. Veronica. There you go. Hey, sweetie. I'll give her some fresh water. It's, it's safe from the rain and the snow, and she's a lot lucky than all the other nine of them that are out there.
It's warm in here, actually.
Yeah, it is warm. Let me change the water.
Well, my thing with homeless cats is in warm climates it's not so bad, but it's the winter that...
They survive. Well, Nina was here last winter.
It's actually comfortable to be outside living, because we think in terms of, shelter and stuff like that. But in warm climates, it'd actually be nice to live outside.
Yeah.
In the stars and the warm breezes. So for them, it's actually not too bad.
No, in the winter they have that coat, but when it snows, it does get cold and it gets rainy. But last winter wasn't too bad, so they were fortunate. Nina was here last winter. Erta, she didn't. This will be her first one coming up in a few months, and give Veronica water. I'll be right out. Remember I said you can't put all the books. If you talk about God and what it's all about, you can't put all the books on the earth. So if a sparrow falls he don't know about, he knows about cats too. He made them. So it's just my little part under my nose that I could do something to see that they do much better. When I first encountered them, they were skinny. Nina, right there.